That corner felt good. Alright, so off we go on another ride to Manson. Always the same. Like, I just love riding this road. Yeah, so first things first I wanted to talk about. Nothing too special. I changed my mic placement in my helmet. So I have it inside my cheek pad instead of just hanging out on my windscreen, so it'll cut out a lot of the wind noise. I also have a wind filter thingy on the mic. It's like a windsock. But I put that inside. I put that inside of my cheek pad, or my left cheek pad, I believe it was. And so yeah, so there's that. I also changed the I turned on stability. That's a nice car. But I turned on the stabilization for my GoPro, so it's not going to be as bouncy. Hopefully it'll be more like, you know, like more straight, I guess. But it's not going to be as bouncy, you know, because, like, you know, I'm hitting like miniature bumps in the road, my head's moving and all that stuff, so hopefully it'll keep it more stable. But yeah, with the trading, it's kind of a windy day today, but with the trading, nothing too special. I mean, honestly, so what I did with my trading was I had to take a whole step back. And what I mean by that is, for like a good week, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I stepped back and I just kind of didn't trade a whole lot. Like, even though my trades were coming along, I just didn't want to execute them. So I was taking a step back and looking at how the market reacted, and then I came up on this idea of price trapping on the daily levels and waiting for a candle to close out of that daily level. Above or below, it doesn't matter, you know, just price trap it on the daily level, and on the 15-minute, I wait for a break and retest of that daily level. Usually, I just wait for a 15-minute candle, but as you guys can see on screen right here, you know, you can see that I ended the day, like, I had my biggest day with this strategy. Like, you know, it took a week for that strategy to have its trades play out, but like the way that this strategy works now is it's so nice because I have a lot more free time. Like right now, I don't have to always constantly check the charts every single hour. Like, there's like 3 or 4 different pairs that's set up during the day for my trade, and all I have to do is tag those pairs, and then I can just look at other pairs, you know, like when I'm taking a shit, or, you know, when I just want to scroll through my phone when I'm at my desk, I can check the charts to see if anything else is getting close to setting up. But it's usually like 3 or 4 pairs every day out of all the pairs that I trade, so I'll be able to diversify my assets like that still, but because that'll make me feel more comfortable, you know, putting my money in the market. But you know, because I know I'm diversifying my assets. But for the 5th time, I get a lot more freedom. And what I mean by that is like the mental freedom. Like, I'm not always constantly worrying about the charts, worrying about my strategy. It's just like there's so much of a time gap that emotionally, like, I'm not even emotionally attached to my trading with this strategy. I notice is like, and also it's performing very, very, very well. As you guys saw, I closed the day, I think it was $93 in profit, and I was floating like another $40 in profit. And that's quite insane. That's pretty incredible for me. Like, you know, all of a sudden I literally changed fundamentally how my strategy works. The risk management is the same. The only thing though is I'm doing price trap on the daily levels. That guy was in my lane a little bit, but I was doing price trap on the daily level, and pretty much I opened my stop losses to 50 pips from 30 pips. And so I'm taking a lot less trades, so I'm still able to trade the amount of pairs that I trade. I have a better win rate with this strategy through back testing. You know, with the way that I'm doing things, it averages like a 47% win rate or some shit. And so I'm doing pretty damn good on that. And you know, I'm getting a 1-to-2 overall risk reward ratio, which is insane. The only downside though is it takes about you know, 15 days, so a little over 2 weeks, like anywhere from 1 week to 2 weeks for my trades to fully play out. So I gotta keep that in mind and be able to deal with that. But overall, my win percentage is way better with this strategy, and it also adds more free time to my mental space. So now, like, since I'm only waiting for like 3 to 4 pairs, I'm only eyeballing like 3 to 4 pairs, or 3 to 5 pairs, sorry, every single day for, you know, for those setups to come, because, you know, I'm watching them for price to reach the area of interest. If it doesn't close, if I don't get a 15-minute candlestick that closes above or below the zone that I'm looking at, then I don't enter the trades, and then I just move on to the next pair or wait until that trade setup happens. But you know, it's so easy for me now to trade, like just mentally, and it's just like I'm so mentally stable. I'm not overthinking things anymore, and it's just so much better for me to be able to trade like this with that time frame. But yeah, no, I'm so excited because every single day, ever since I've started executing that strategy, I don't want to say every single day, because the first week that I started doing that strategy, which was last week, it wasn't the best week, right? So it wasn't the best week, but this week is so much better. Like, I'm constantly floating in profit, and you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to close out every single day in profit, but every single day I've been floating with my floating trades. I'm floating in profit, and so I also don't have to worry about the Sunday gap or the you know, the 2 to 3 p.m. gap, because my stop losses are so big now. Because I noticed that on the Sunday gap, you know, when there's going to be that manipulation of the spreads with Hugo's Way Broker, from 2 to 3 p.m. when New York is switching over to Asian session, there's that 1 hour where spreads are just insane. I see this UPS van right here. Please don't pull out. Please don't pull. Thank you. But yeah, no, the manipulation of the spreads is you know, pretty bad during 2 to 3 p.m. and manipulation spreads are pretty bad from 2 to 3 p.m. so I just don't really worry about that anymore, because my stop losses are so big. And I found that the biggest gap usually on Sundays when the market opens, usually have the biggest gap in terms of trading, like for the manipulation spread. So there's the, you know, it's about a 30 pip gap on Sundays, and then throughout the weekdays when 2 to 3 p.m. hits, it's usually like 10, 15, maybe 20 pips, but I have 50 pip stop losses, and then also some of my trades are going to be in profit, so it's not a big deal, right? So it's literally nothing to worry about. Anyways, back to where I was. I went to go fill up my gas tank. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go get some fucking tacos from La Roca. I love tacos. They're like super easy, super cheap, and fucking taste good, so well worth the money. I usually go 2 beef, 2 pork, and 2 chicken all the time. It costs me like 15 bucks. And you know, I'm pretty much set for the rest of the day until I get home for like dinner or something. You know, I'm getting new to this whole riding thing, you know, like learning to carry snacks on me. I always bring water. Ever since the beginning, I've always brought water. But eating snacks, starting to carry snacks, because just, you know, learning the way that I ride. You know, I ride a lot. You know, in like less than a month, I've only made 1 payment for my insurance so far. So in like a month, pretty much, I put on 1,300 miles, which is quite a lot for, well, not enough as I would like, but, you know, pretty good amount. And we're gonna go get some motherfucking tacos. Okay, so they're speeding up, so I can hit these corners a little bit hard. But anyways, with the trading, it's going pretty damn good, you know, like, but trading has been going pretty decent, you know. It hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad at all, honestly. This week I am in kind of not even a drawdown, because I'm still in profit. Just, you know, my pairs that I'm trading are pulling back, so I have to be more patient with my moves now. So I have to wait upwards of like 2 to 3 days for my trades to play out, instead of, you know, them playing out within, like, you know, the first take profit playing out within a day. My first take profits now are going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 days to play out, and then the second take profit takes anywhere from a week to 2 weeks to play out. So I found that with myself, I can do take profit 1 and then a take profit 2, because what that is when I do that, I'm able to totally forget about the second take profit, and I'm able to let the trade run and not have to like mentally struggle with myself about that. So yeah.